Hey, hello friends. We are back again with continuing the discussion. Okay, I want you to understand one concept. The new topic, not new topic actually, it's the part of electrophysiology, but a topic is somewhat can say is a different topic. Uh, by the way, light has also arrived. Okay, so yeah, let us write something because my students are saying they are feeling very much hot. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. So see, I want your concept to understand. I want your brain to understand uh, names of some channels. Okay. See, we said the resting membrane potential of a cardiac muscle fiber is 90 millivolt, minus 90 millivolt. Action resting membrane potential. Okay. RMP. RMP of cardiac muscle fiber is minus 90 millivolt. Resting membrane potential of Purkinje fiber minus 95 millivolt. Okay, I'm just taking, there may be some variation in the books, but don't worry, it's just around this. Okay, resting membrane potential of pacemaker tissue is minus 60 millivolt. This is first the basic some tools in your hand. Okay, now remember, whenever we talk about the potentials, you have to understand that there are some currents. There are some currents operating in these cardiac tissues. And don't you think that currents should be because of ion channels in the cardiac tissue? See, it's so simple. If you take basic fundamentals in hand, then it becomes easy. It should be because of ion channels. And these ion channels will be producing some currents. And these currents will be able to produce action potential. Is there any doubt in this? These currents will produce an action potential. That means should we understand the ion channels, understand first the ion channels, then only we can understand how currents are happening in the cardiac tissue. Okay. Now basically we have major four types of ion currents happening in the cardiac tissues. We have a sodium current, we have a calcium current, we have a potassium current, we have a pacemaker current. I will be writing everything, just listen first. But I don't want to keep it limited to this only. I want to tell you functions of different channels. Isn't it right to do like that way so that you understand it much better? Okay. So I will be writing, see, the meaning in the books you get confused is that as from physics that I is for current, isn't it? And if I write like I and A, it means due to sodium channel, due to sodium channel. If I write IK, it means due to potassium. So current from potassium channel. Are we able to understand? And if I write like this CAT, it means T type of calcium channel. If I write KR, it means rectifying type of potassium. So this is how I will be saying everything. Okay. First I made this thing clear. Now I write it here separately. Write just one line about each channel. That is sufficient for you to understand. Now, if I talk about the sodium current, who is responsible, which channel? So here we will write channel names. Which channel? It is voltage gated sodium channel. Voltage gated. What do we mean by voltage gated? That means appropriate voltage should occur so that this channel will open. Like we read in the first day, that if I have a ligand gated, we have two types. We had ligand gated. Ligand means someone should come on the channel, attach here and open the channel. This was a ligand gated channel. But if voltage in a cell is changing, this channel will open, it has opened, so things will go out or in depending on that situation, circumstances of that cell, status of that cell at that time. So sodium channel is a voltage, this current is because of which channel is involved, voltage gated sodium channel. What is the function of INA? So what is the function? The function is to produce phase zero, which I will be teaching you. Phase zero of FRAP. What is FRAP? Fast response action potential, which I will be teaching you again. Fast response action potential. Okay, so I will be using in short, fast response action potential. That means there should be another also SRAP, that is slow response action potential, isn't it? Slow response action potential. Okay, now this produces phase zero. Sir, what is this phase zero? Teaching you later on. Next channel I take is IK, and IK has further three. This IK can be KR, KS, KG. Okay, now I will write them separately. IKR. IKR is that current. It is called inward. Which channel is involved? Inward rectifying potassium channel. Inward rectifying potassium channel. It is responsible for maintaining resting membrane potential. You just write it. I will make you understand. It is responsible for maintaining RMP, resting membrane potential. RMP is phase 4. Phase 4 is RMP of cardiac tissue, cardiac cells, muscle cells. Fine. Let us write about what was the other thing I wrote. KR is done. Now KS. Let us write IKS. What to write about IKS? First, we should write what is this channel. It is outward delayed rectifying potassium channel. Outward delayed. Because I have seen a lot of students confused in this concept. They mix everything. They just speak rectifying channel and then don't know what is happening. Outward delayed potassium, outward delayed rectifying potassium channel, rectifier, okay, rectifying potassium channels. What is the function of this IKS? It produces 3-3. What is 3-3? Phase 3 of FRAP, phase 3 of SRAP. Are we clear? It produces phase 3 of FRAP, it produces phase 3 of SRAP. Is there any doubt? So some things you have to remember, okay? Okay. Produces, okay, produces. Fine. What was the next? IKG. It's not LKG, lower kindergarten, it is IKG. IKG means G protein activated. G protein activated. G protein activated potassium channels. Potassium channels. G protein activated potassium channels. They will cause function is hyperpolarization. They will cause hyperpolarization of that muscle membranes in phase 4 of FRAP and SRAP. Are we clear? Phase 4 of FRAP and SRAP. Okay. These all three are done. Potassium, KR, KS and KG. We also have another, by the way. We have KATP. We have IKATP, by the way. IKATP. What is IKATP? It is ATP sensitive potassium channel. Which channel is involved in this current? ATP sensitive potassium channel. What is the function? Regulation. Just write regulation. Regulation of electricity and contraction of the cardiac muscle cell. Okay. What else? This is done. Now let us take calciums. Okay. We have done IKs. We have done INA. Now we talk about ICA. 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 ICA is various. We can have IKAL. We can have IKAT cat. We can have what else can we have? I think this much is sufficient. Okay. So IKL, IKT. Okay. ICAL is, let us take them separately. ICAL, this current is produced because of L type of calcium channels. I think I have already taught in the first lectures. You can see my notes and my lectures. I have taught everything about L type, T type and everything. So it is L type of calcium channel involved in this current. What is the function? See, we did 3, we did 4. What else is remaining? Phase 2. So phase 2 of FRAP. Phase 2 of FRAP, guys. Fine. What about IKAT? IKAT means T type of calcium channels. So this current is produced because of T type of calcium channels. Now calcium channels have some types. T type of calcium channels, it is actually helping in the later part of pacemaker potential. So in the later part of pacemaker potential. Okay. Are we clear with this? Is there any doubt? Okay, let us take another important channel, that is IF. Okay, IF. You should think in the right way, isn't it? IF, which channel is involved? Both sodium and potassium channel. So it is a common channel. It's a mixed cation channel. Okay, mixed cation channel is involved in IF, current of IF. Okay, so it is again doing the same thing. It is doing the pacemaker potential. It is contributing to this pacemaker potential. Are we clear with this or not? Let me write the last channel, that is ITO. What is ITO? ITO means outward. The channel which is used in this current is outward transiently rectifying potassium channels. Outward transiently rectifying potassium channels. What is the function of this channel? It is contributing partially to phase 1 of FRAP. Okay, this is the no, this can be, this is the chart that you have to understand. I will keep this for you so that you can write. So this was all about writing this because I want you to write this. It's important. Then only you can understand. So I think before understanding this, we should tell you what is FRAP and what is SRAP, isn't it? Isn't it? So that will be mixed with SA node also. Okay. Now see, listen here. Just have a full understanding of what I am going to tell. Okay. See, to make this concept clear, this FRAP and SRAP, I should start with a small saying that your action potential. What was the meaning of action potential? Action potential has so many ways to be described. Okay. But to be very much simple, or to be appropriate, I would say it is basically some changes. There is some sequence of changes happening in the membrane potential, of an excitable cell. The cell should be excitable first, then only you can determine the action potential. So in an excitable cell, a cell which can be excited, the change is happening in the membrane potential because of opening or closing, opening and not or, opening and closure of different ion channels when a threshold stimulus is given. So opening and closure, opening and closure. Or you also say depolarization and repolarization. Can we say that? My dears, can we say that depolarization and repolarization? I have taught you already in the first year, isn't it? Action potential. Guys, are we clear? I think you are sleeping. Yeah, if you sleep, then I will also sleep, isn't it? So this opening and closure of the channels, because why this opening and closure is happening? Because you had given a threshold stimulus that I have taught you already. Threshold stimulus, that there is a threshold that you have crossed and you have let the channel to open and work. Now this action potential in a cardiac muscle is of two types. This is how I can make you explain easily. This action potential, which is the process of sequence of changes happening in the membrane potential in an excitable cell because of the opening and closure of the channels, is of two types. Are we able to understand my language or not? Or I am speaking something Portuguese or some Chinese or Russian? Guys, it's a simple, I have tried to keep my English simple as that. I'm not speaking any hi-fi English. Speaking simple words, which even, less than A1 level English person can also understand. We're just discussing this, that, here, there, that's it. I'm not using any professional language here. But yeah, medical language, I'm not compromising. I want it to be in a medical language because medical language is important. It's medical has its own language. We can't manipulate the definitions. We can't change that. Now this action potential is of two types. We have FRAP. We have SRAP. Third year people should write it because I know they haven't studied this. So please write it in the notebook and understand it here only. Otherwise your life will become tough, difficult. You won't be able to understand the anesthesia if you don't know this concept. You don't know how an anesthesia will work. Okay, so it's incumbent on you to understand FRAP, FRAP, SRP. Now this FRAP is known as fast response action potential. Fast response action potential, guys. And this SRAP is called slow response action potential. When you don't have time to write, what you do? We do this, isn't it? Fast response action potential, like in the hospital. Okay, because we don't have time, we have to save the people, so write fast and then another patient. Fast response action potential means this type of action potential, you should know the location, which places in the heart, because we are talking about the heart. Location is myocardium. Myocardium, you have atrial myocardium, you have ventricular myocardium, and Purkinje fibers. Now let me take you to the FRAP, the concept of FRAP. Now guys, this FRAP is showing some features. The constituents of FRAP are, there is a rapid depolarization. There is a rapid depolarization, and then there is a initial rapid depolarization, and plateau phase, and late rapid depolarization, and baseline or polarized state. If you don't remember today what is fast, what is slow, how can you understand anesthesia? I don't know how you understand anesthesia. How you teach pharmacology then? It becomes difficult for you to understand. You should know physiology should be on your fingertips. Okay. Now, what I said FRAP is having all these components. It is showing us some characteristics, not I should say characteristics. It shows rapid depolarization. It shows initial rapid depolarization. It shows plateau phase. It shows late rapid repolarization actually, not depolarization. It should be late rapid repolarization. Late rapid repolarization, sorry. And baseline or polarized state. Okay. Take a clean pen in your hand. Take a clean pen in your hand. Clean pen, like this clean pen, and make a graph like this. Okay. Let me say like this. Let me first make you understand. Otherwise, you will get confused. See what is happening in a where is this graph? Yeah. Let me take one by one. Let me first let you understand. Rapid depolarization, guys. Rapid depolarization. See, guys. Rapid means you are actually firing here. Means will the membrane potential change rapidly or slowly? Very nice. You will get a rapid. So should it show shoot? Should in the graph it show going up or down? Should the graph show up or down? Rapid up, very nice. Should it also have a clean, without any slope, cleanly, rapidly going up? Like if I tell you I have a graph and I tell you I am moving. See guys. Oh, stop. See, if you see here, I tell you I am walking on a road. I am walking on a road and I tell you I suddenly have to rise up. Did I do something? Did I do, if this is rapid, it should directly come up. It should not be coming like this and then coming up. No, I'm saying direct shoot, rapid shoot. This rapid upstroke is called zero phase, guys. Wow. Medicine is so easy, sir. Medicine is so easy, but needs brains. Needs brains. This is called zero phase. So a sharp membrane potential, rapid changing membrane potential due to the achievement of the firing level. You have achieved the firing level here. That's why you attained the zero. So people tell you you are zero, but you tell them we are hero. Why? Because we have attained the highest firing level, guys. I will understand. So don't underestimate the power of zero, not common man. Okay. What was the resting membrane potential of ventricular musculature? Minus 90 millivolts. Can I say the membrane potential has crossed the zero line? Positive overshoot has happened. Positive overshoot. It is important for you to interact with me. Otherwise, this becomes bogus and you won't learn it. Can I say once you have attained the rapid depolarization, for example, this was a cell, it was negative inside, resting membrane potential minus 90 millivolt, guys. It was negative inside. Can I say when I have achieved the highest firing level and I did a positively started giving positive charges, can I say now cell is becoming more positive with respect to outside and cell is in a fully depolarized state and cell is going, see what I will be making now, plus 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 plus. Who did this? Sodium influx. Because of rapidly opening sodium channels. Are we able to understand? We had a more electropositive ion coming inside. Who is not able to understand this concept, zero phase? So if I tell someday zero is because of dash ion, in case of I am talking FRAP right now. Beautiful answer. If I tell you I have a drug to inhibit sodium channel, can I say I am decreasing the shooting of sodium, shooting of zero? Can I say I am decreasing the level of zero? Exactly. Who is not able to understand? Who is not able? Can you write yourself the rapid depolarized state? Yes, you can write, because you will say a very rapid change happening because of the influx of sodium ions. In this case, I'm talking FRAP, right? So it has crossed the zero line and had a rapid positive overshoot. This is called phase zero. Very nice. Rapid depolarization done. You have understood. Taking next. What is the next? Initial rapid depolarization. After repolarization, it's not depolarization. It should be repolarization. Sorry, repolarization. If I tell you depolarization is up, what is repolarization? Dash. Depolarization is up. Repolarization should be down, down. If I say initial rapid repolarization, can I say a little bit of rapid? Initial rapid. If it is saying initial, that means there should be something going which is not doing repolarization, which is staying at a path. When he writes in the book initial, I get a suspicion, man. Initial, yeah, there should be some initial. He's saying initial. So that means the down should be more down or less down. The down should be more down. So that's why I will be writing initial, initial, rapid repolarization, initial rapid repolarization. Now you will tell me after zero phase, dash phase starts. After rapid depolarization, initial, beautiful answer. One will start. Very nice answer. Sharia, Mary, Abina, Sana, Supriya, Zaib, Basit Khan, Rimsha, Fabina, Afreen. Everyone is having that common sense that phase one will be called the phase one will be called the phase one. What a dialogue. Phase one will be called a phase one. After phase two, so there is a slight, can I say the membrane potential has fallen towards a zero potential line? It has initially little bit slight. I should say slight fall has happened. Can I draw it like this? Can I draw it like this? Look at me, look at me. Why this is happening? Can we as a logic think that maybe potassium has opened, and we know when we open the potassium channel, what happens? Potassium will go out. So I am losing positive charges. If I lose positive charges, am I taking the graph down or not? Who was taking the graph high? Sodium, sodium, sodium. But if potassium leaves the cell, is the graph going down? Yeah, graph goes down. Can I say it is because of the initial potassium efflux and closure of fast sodium channels? Can I say it is because of sodium channels got closed here, fast ones, and potassium opened? Very nice. So can I say sodium, fast sodium? What? Fast sodium channels closed because no positive charge will come inside, and potassium channel will open. Can I say efflux will happen? Efflux means out of the cell. If you are throwing potassium out from the cell, that means loss of positive charge. Loss of positive charges means making again negative. You are going towards the negative side. You will understand. So can I say this is the initial rapid repolarization happened because of the closure of fast sodium channel and opening of potassium channel? Can we draw this diagram as here? It is so important that I can't say how much important it is. So can I say the graph like this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Which suddenly came up? What is this, guys? Beautiful answer. It is phase zero. You should say phase zero. And it is because rapid. Very nice. See now what will happen. Please have a look. Please have a look. I take the color different. See. Can you see there what happened? What happened if I tell you the channel status? Tell me the channel status. Tell me the channel status. What is opening? What is closing at this sparkle side? Sodium closed. Beautiful answer. Sodium channels closed and dash opened. Potassium opened. That's a beautiful answer. Is this graph difficult? Is this graph difficult? No, sir. Now there will be a straight phase. A straight phase. Can I call this a plateau phase? Yes, it is a plateau phase. It is a plateau phase. Okay, it is a plateau phase. So this plateau phase will be called phase 2. Okay. So what happened at phase 1 was there was an initial. So what is the meaning of phase 1? Let us write. So phase 1 was a slight fall in the membrane potential towards zero, and this led to this peaking. This led this initial ladder peaking of this curve. There was a curve here because of the sodium channel closure and potassium channel efflux. And plateau phase started after the phase 1 because at the same moment, the property of FRAP is that at the same moment, you will have a sustenance, a maintenance of that membrane potential because you suddenly drop down and now it will try to maintain. Can you understand? Like a jerk happened. This was a jerk and now it has maintained. Are we able to understand? So a jerk happened and now it is maintaining. It is trying to maintain that potential. And this phase will be called phase 2. And this repolarization will start remaining prolonged. Isn't it? Repolarization prolonged or not? You are throwing more of the potassium out. So you are prolonging the phase at plateau. Now what will happen? So what is happening? What is happening? At this moment, calcium is slow calcium channels are opened. So slow calcium channels are opened and potassium is thrown out. So if they ask you what is happening in this phase, calcium opened and potassium effluxed. Are we able to understand? So if I say two people go out, two people come in, what is the net change? Two people come out, two people come in. Cancel, zero. Can I say stable, plateau, straight line? Straight line. Are we clear? Are we clear with plateau phase? And now there will be a phase 3. There will be a phase 3 that is called late rapid repolarization. Now phase 3 will be late. Now plateau is done. This is done. This is done. Now late rapid repolarization. Late rapid repolarization. Late rapid repolarization will happen. Will be called as phase 3. It happens because now calcium channels, the slow type of calcium channels will close and potassium is again being thrown out. That's why you are becoming more now negative. See, you are not becoming plateau. You are throwing calcium. Calcium you stopped. Here what was happening? You were bringing something in and taking something out. But here you are closing. Slowly closing of calcium, but potassium leaving. That's why graph going down. That's why changes. That's why changes. And now you are able to see a phase 3. Are we able to understand? So what is phase 3? It is because of closure. Calcium channel will close, but potassium is still open. Potassium open. So efflux of potassium happening out from the cell, positive going out from the cell, out from the cell, out from the cell, but nothing coming inside. Nothing coming, no positive coming inside because at the previous phase 2, you were having some efflux of calcium. That's why positive cancelled with another positive. One was going in this direction, one was going in this direction. Positive both. Calcium out, calcium in, positive out. You were having this equalization and that's why you had a straight. Now I am telling you calcium is closed. That means no positive coming inside. That means now potassium only leaking outside. That means now this will be a late rapid, but it will be a rapid phase. Happens because of closure of slow calcium channels, but will be rapid because of this potassium leaving outside. And now it will touch the baseline, that is the phase 4, where it will become a polarized state. So can I say here, this has been done by sodium potassium pump, throwed everything positive outside. Are we able to understand, my dear students? Can we say fast? See, there is a smart way of learning everything. Have we written first this? Have we written this? I will be making a graph, clear graph again. I was just making it explainable. Very nice. Now FRAP I take again. I'd write something about, little bit about FRAP. See FRAP, you can also write at the same place. F for fast. F for fast. Okay, you should think good things. F for fast. F for 5. Can I say FRAP is a 5-phase action potential? Phase 0, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. How many in total? How many in total, guys? Will you forget this in your entrance exam, in your PG entrance exam? Will you forget this in pharmacology? Never, ever, 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 ever. What is zero phase called? Dash, you will tell me now. Zero phase is called depolarization. If I say simple words, depolarization. What is phase one? Early repolarization, isn't it? What is phase two? Plateau phase. Plateau phase. What is phase three? Repolarization phase. That a rapid one. I should say a rapid one. Beautiful. Everyone is answering so clearly. Phase four is should be a resting membrane phase, isn't it? So who did this resting membrane potential? The polarized state. Phase four. Who is having a difficulty, guys? Can we draw a graph? The best graph for your life? Can we draw a best graph for your life? Let us draw. Let us draw on a clean side paper. And don't write that now. Don't write that now on those 2 pages. No, just write it, not that 2 pages. Don't write it in a hinge manner. Write it with this FRAP only, because tomorrow I will be teaching you again the next one. Okay. Now, can I say this is what this is dash? This is, for example, I take it as phase dash. I take it as dash, baseline, baseline. Beautiful answer. 4, phase 4. Now there will be dash. Now there will be dash. Beautiful answer. Phase 0. Phase 0 will occur. Why? Depolarization. Depolarization happened because of dash channel. Happened because of dash. Sodium. That's a beautiful answer. That's a beautiful answer. Gunner level. This is going here. Now I take at this point. This was the phase 0. This was phase 0. Phase 4. Now here I have this curve. What is this phase? This phase. This is phase 1. That's a beautiful answer. This is a phase 1. And this phase 1 happened because of calcium dash. Calcium is going inside or outside. Calcium in, potassium out. Can I draw the 2 arrows? Calcium in, potassium out. Calcium in, potassium. Who is having a difficulty, guys? Who is having a difficulty? Who is having a difficulty? Let me know first. Calcium in, potassium out. Potassium out, guys. That's why it is maintaining this. Now can I draw it? Slowly, 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 slowly going down, 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 down. Can I say this is phase 3? What was this now? Plateau phase? Plateau phase. Plateau phase has calcium channel opening and potassium efflux. But remember, who is actually causing the potassium potential change? That's why I was not speaking more about calcium. Who is actually responsible? That's why I put circle around potassium. The potential change happens because of, no, this change will be neutralized. Okay. Once the potassium tries to go out, again there is opening of so slow calcium channel. So there is a neutralization between the two. Is there any doubt now? Don't confuse yourself. Be simple. Now what will happen? Which phase will start? This is phase 2. Now which phase will come here? This is phase 3. Phase 3 was dash. Late rapid repolarization. Late rapid repolarization. Late rapid repolarization happens because of dash. Calcium closed. Slow type of calcium closed. But who opened? Who opened rapidly? Potassium efflux still happening. Potassium efflux still happening. Slow type of calcium started closing. That's why rapidly came down. because you threw more potassium out from the cell, more positive loss. Are we clear? What is again this phase here? Which phase will come here again? This will be a phase 4 again, happened because of dash sodium potassium pump. Finally, are we having any doubt with this? Can I write it here now? I am slowly taking you to a higher level. Follow me and I will take you to the mountain, guys. Follow me and I will take you to the mountain of peak, the mountain of success. This is I and A. Can I say this current happened here because of I and A, sodium channels? Can I say this here, the current channels are I, C, A, I, K, both? Can I say this phase 3 is because of I, K? Can I say fourth phase will be a dominance of potassium plus sodium potassium ATPase? Should be clear, my dears. In how many ways he can ask the question? Many ways. He can ask the question many ways, guys. But you actually know, I have to write like this in the life. Sodium, calcium. Who is going in? Sodium going in here in the phase 0. This calcium in. This out. Are we clear? I hope you have enjoyed this and I hope you have become the masters of this graph and you can understand now how a cell is working, a myocardial cell is working in a fast, in a fast response FRAP, that is fast response action potential. So tomorrow we will be continuing this discussion. I hope you have enjoyed this topic. So keep learning, go to the home, read books and understand it much better. So take care. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.